It's me, Marchio! Welcome to the local flavor. We're getting Italian. All right, I'm gonna drop that stupid accent. Seriously, it's over. But this is the local flavor. I am Mark Roberts, and today we are getting Italian at one of the best Italian restaurants in Sumter, South Carolina. It is DeMaras. We're gonna go in, we're gonna talk to the owner, find out why people keep coming back for more, and we're gonna have one of the biggest pizzas you've ever seen in your life. You guys join us right here on the local flavor.
Thank you, sir.
Is that Chip Chase? What's he doing with all that food? Jeez. How does he even stay in shape? Never mind. You guys, stay tuned.
My parents opened with a friend in 1975. We were actually in the building next door, little old teeny building. They opened in September 1975, and they were partners for about 6 months with them, and then he got orders out of here, and that's where the name derived from, because DeMaras is Danella, the D-E stands for Danella, and the Mara, it stands for Marcella. They were two names that they put together to come up with the name for our business. So when people say, I know Mr. DeMara, I'm like, well, when you find him, because there's no such person. You know, he wanted to always have a little pizza place and sub place where he could go to and cook good food, and he didn't really care about how it looked inside. It just, as long as you had good food and good friends and good, you know, good customers, he was happy. And I started I was 12 when I started working, and I love it. My brother didn't care for it too much, but I loved it. I mean, this is what I wanted my life to be. My grandfather's family, there was 13 of them. They were from Rome, and my grandmother, I don't know how many was in her family because a lot of them didn't come. She was born in this country, but they were from Naples. But so some of my mother, and my mother's German, so all her Italian recipes had to come from my grandmother. And she was something. She was a very good cook. And, you know, I learned about the history of lasagna because, you know, most people think that lasagna is full of meat and all this stuff, but really where my grandmother was from, they were poor. There was no meat in the lasagna. If they had meat, it was either on the side or they sprinkled a little on top, but it was a cheese dish, and that's what was cheap then. It just, when it's come to America, it seems to have gotten more and more meat in it. So our lasagna, we have it during the winter months, and everything else is a cheese lasagna. So if you're vegetarian, it's good. If you're not a vegetarian, you just get meat on the side. My grandmother would come to town, and they would get in the kitchen and start cooking. And when I was really young, I wasn't allowed because I had a lot of hair. And my grandmother's like, get your hair out of the kitchen. But then when I got older, it was fun. It was just fun to go in and put old family recipes, because the lasagna recipe came from Naples. My grandmother, that's where my grandmother's family was from. So they came from Naples, and you know, you learned all the history in the kitchen, where she would tell you stories, and I just enjoyed it. That was just, it just made it, everybody in my family cooks. My father cooks, my mother, my brother cooks, I cook, we all love it. So it was, going in the kitchen with my grandmother was probably the biggest plus. We moved in here in 1980, and we were here until 2010, and then when we burned down in 2010, we had decided pretty much we were going to open back up, and this time it was going to be my baby, so I was going to do some changes and 2013 we opened back up, January 28th, 2013. It took about 2 years to get the funding and have this built, and we're back in business. No. After I opened, and it was such packed in here and such crazy and mayhem, because us being in business 37 years, we thought this was going to be a breeze. It was not. I felt like we had never been in business before in our life. And after the first week, I thought to myself, why? It was wonderful. Everybody came out, but I was like so snowed under. We couldn't even stay open because we were running out of stuff. And it was an interesting beginning. And I thought to myself, for the first time, I think in my whole life, like, I don't know why I did this. I really don't. I mean, it was chaotic, and I don't like things not being organized and not being normal, like our old normal. I love the business though. We finally have now got everything under control and be able to handle the more people we have now than what we had before. But it was chaotic. I mean, you go into restaurants now and think that they know everything. You don't know anything. You don't. After 37 years, we thought we did, but we don't. You know, we had a lot of hiccups when we first opened, trying to, we only worked, before we worked with one person up front and 2 people in the kitchen. Now we have to have 2 up front and anywhere from 4 to 5 people in the kitchen now, which we never had to have before. So everybody falling all over everybody, trying to get in a rhythm with all new people. And I've only 5 people that used to work here came back with me because, after 2 years, some of them found jobs and went their merry way. But, and so I had a lot of new workers, and the customers would not hear of me bringing them in and practicing with them. I had to open. So I was going to open the second week in February and ended up opening the 28th of January because the phone calls, the email, and everything else. Let's open, and so we did. We opened, no dry run, no nothing, and that wasn't very good. We needed a couple of dry runs because, food was taking an hour to come out. I mean, in a normal restaurant, you go in and someone waits, you wait to get seated, you might wait 20 to 25 minutes to get a seat. Then you'll wait another 15, 20 minutes for your food. Well, here you come in and sit down. You might wait that 40 minutes, but you're not waiting for your seat first. You're coming in and sitting, and people don't understand that sometimes there's, even though you're not real busy in here, you have phone orders that you could be, the back kitchen could be just slammed, but you don't see it. So it's an adjustment. We're doing better now. We're getting food out a little bit quicker. We have some dinners like manigot and spaghetti and carbonara, and soon we'll start putting out specials. Like when we first opened, I had soup, but we couldn't handle the new items. We had to go back to all the old items. So we'll be going back to making soups and different dinners, because I think our next dinner, I think we're going to decide to make eggplant parmesan, which is not on the menu. So we'll just have like specials and have our basic items, but we sell a lot of salads. We got 6 or 7 different kinds of salads, nice size. We have a Godfather sandwich, which is, it's got like ham, bologna, salami, roast beef, turkey, pepperoni, cheese, lettuce, tomato, and onions on it. We sell a lot. That's our Godfather sandwich. And we sell a lot of meat lover pizzas and our specials. And our specials has almost everything on it. But our large special weighs 5 pounds. That's 5 pounds of pizza. And if they're learning back there and you're lucky to get someone that's learning, it'll be 8 pounds. They'll put way too much on it. But yeah, it's 5 pounds. That's probably what I want to show you today is the large special. We make cakes, cupcakes. It's been kind of hard doing that because we haven't been able to find the time. So we have people buying them so quickly that I can't keep them out for the normal people to get a piece of cake when they come in. But we're getting good at it. We're getting close. We might run out of them maybe 1 day a week now instead of being out for 3 out of the 6 days we're open. So, and then we're developing new cakes and cupcakes every time we do them. So, you know, I'll have a customer come in and say, "Well, you thought about like a banana pudding cupcake?" And we did a banana pudding cupcake. My worker in the back loves key lime. She wanted key lime cupcakes. We have people calling all week to find out if I have key lime cupcakes. When's the next time we're going to do it? So we decided to do a Facebook account, and every day we put what's in the cake display at all times. So they start in the morning. If we run out of something, they'll repost. Family is very proud. Shocked about the business that we've had. You know, that we've had such a welcoming back. I mean, we knew that people missed us, but we ran the first day, 6:30, I had to close the doors. We made dough. Dough has to rise. You can't. And I made enough and we were out. The second day we were closed at 6 o'clock, ran out of cheese. I had trucks coming every day. We only get trucks 3 times a week, and we had them coming every day with food because we were out of cheese, we were out of tomatoes to make pizza sauce, we were out of ground beef to make meatballs, we were out of everything. So for the first week, we never stayed open till 9:30 or 11 o'clock. And I would have a person come in and say, "Can you please put the phone back on the hook?" And I'm like, "I can't." And they're like, "Well, you can't get any business." I said, "I have 30 people in line, and if they're waiting 20 minutes to get up to the front, and I take a phone order right then, they're not very happy. You can get some very angry people, like they can wait the 20 minutes I've been waiting in line." So we just took the phone off the hook. We haven't done it again, but it was pretty.
That's awesome.
Pretty. You know, they were waiting a line out the door the first day we opened, and I was so happy to see them all because your fear is always that you've done all this and opening day, no one comes. That's not been the case. The future for DeMaras. I don't know. I just want it to be successful enough to leave to my child 20 years down the road. I want it to be the next generation. I worked here, my brother worked here, my son worked here, and I want him, when he gets married, I want his kids to work here. I want something for them to have later on in life. I want something when he retires from his job to come and have a place to work. You know, it's a family business. I want it to stay in the family. The key to having a good business is to listen to your customers. Don't think you're always right, and you always have something to learn. I mean, you don't know everything. Things come up that you have no idea how to handle, and you try to do your best. Nobody's perfect, but you try to do your best.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have never made a real pizza before. I don't think Lunchables counts, even though I've tried that 1,000 times. I am here with the mastermind of pizza making, Lisa, aka Poodle, am I right?
You're right.
Excellent. All right, so we are going to be making a pizza. I'm here to help you as much as possible.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and there's no tossing of the dough, right?
No. We roll them all out first thing fresh every morning, put them in our pans. If you get an original crust where we cook it directly on the oven, we take this pizza, flip it over, and put it on our peel and slide it in the oven, and it gets a crispier crust.
I gotcha. All right, let's go. Which kind of pizza are we making right now?
We're gonna make a large special, which is our most popular pizza.
I've heard that this can get up to 8 pounds if the wrong person makes it.
It can get up to 12 pounds if the wrong person makes it.
We got the wrong person up there laughing too. I think she knows what I'm talking about.
We've had, mine, it's a heavy pizza, so.
Right.
But it's a good pizza.
Well, let's make it the right way. I'm here to help.
So I'll put the sauce on.
Okay.
And then I'll let you do the cheese.
Excellent. I like the cheese. Cheese is always the fun part anyway. I'll try not to make it 35 pounds, you know. I'll try to keep it low.
I'll keep you in check. Don't worry about that one.
Oh, that smells so good too. That sauce is fresh made, is that?
Yep, we make it every morning.
Oh, it smells delicious. That'd probably be good with just the pizza sauce, to be honest with you.
It is. That's like one of my favorites, just a cheese pizza sometimes.
Yeah.
Keep it simple, keep it plain.
Oh yeah.
All right. And the easiest way to do the cheese is if you just take a handful and you go around the outside, and then we'll spread it in. Instead of starting in the middle and spreading it out, then you kind of get rid of your crust.
Now, am I doing this right? Would you say that I'm maybe
kind of slow?
Yeah. All right.
The way you're doing it, you're gonna take forever.
Is that right? Is that kind of like?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Look at that. She's so much better at this than I am. I'm just kind of trying to be an artist with it, you know. I was gonna make a happy face out of it.
You get some pepperonis and spread them out.
Help you out a little bit here.
There's no particular way they have to go on there because it gets a little bit of everything.
You know, I used to watch the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a lot. I feel like I have a little experience with pizza. Would you say that?
I never watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
You've never watched?
No.
She's
My
missing
kids
out,
didn't even
guys.
watch it, so.
You are depriving your children of quality television. But they watch FTC now, right?
Yes,
Excellent.
they do.
They never
Actually,
miss it.
So we go pepper cheese and then pepperoni hamburger.
Okay.
We just,
Am I messing this up at
Nope.
all? Am I? Okay.
because it gets a little bit. And then the sausage.
Sausage is another one of my favorite parts here.
And we just,
This thing is already loaded, guys. Look at this.
mushrooms.
Oh, yeah, we'll take a few mushrooms. Just coat the whole thing just
Yep.
the same way?
Same way you do with everything.
You
put
can't
some
really
on
go
everything.
wrong with this, can
Nope.
you?
You just gotta watch your toppings because the more you put on it, the longer it takes to cook. So I mean, if you get too much on it than what should be on it, then
Right.
our pizza, it takes a while.
They are not
Cook, and
skimping
customers
out
don't really
either.
like to wait that long.
No, but look at the toppings here. They are not skimping out. When it comes to making this kind of pizza, you guys
Oh yes,
load it.
and I don't think it's that loaded, but and it gets black olives, some green peppers, and then you can put the onions on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, going right
Yep.
here. Perfect. Just kind of sprinkle them around a little bit, right?
Nope, more than that. Keep going.
More than that. I
Add
like
some
this.
more.
I like this. This is more than that.
Yep.
Jeez. I am learning some valuable lessons here. I am not the 12-pound.
Well, the onions kind of cook down a little bit, so when you're cooking them, especially because they're on top.
Right.
And I normally make like a little hole in the middle,
What is that for?
just because all the juice is going to kind of go this way, and it kind of helps the middle as normally
Gotcha.
the hardest part of the pizza to cook.
Creating
So,
a little canal for it.
yeah.
Very
So that,
cool.
and then hot peppers, if you want them on there, normally people get them on the side. They taste different if they're cooked on the pizza versus cold on the
Oh, yeah.
side. I'm not a hot pepper either.
I
so.
love hot peppers, though.
Do you?
You don't like hot peppers?
No.
The spicier, the better for me.
Too spicy. Too spicy. Too spicy. And that's it.
That's it. So what do
That's
we
it.
do now?
Now we take it this way.
Let's follow the leader here. Oh, the hardware.
Slide it in. Be ready in about 15 minutes.
All right, Lisa, we got this pizza out of the oven. It smells great. What's the next step?
Now we get it out of this pan so that we can cut it.
It is smoking hot, too, isn't it?
Yep. And I normally check the bottom to make sure it's nice and brown.
How does it look?
It's perfect.
Excellent.
It's kind of heavy.
How many pounds would you say this one is?
I really don't. I would say at least 5, 6.
Jeez.
7. It might be close to 8. It's kind of, yeah.
Now the important part, the cutting part here.
Yep. We cut it in half. And I try to cut towards the middle.
Right.
That way you keep most of your toppings on your pizza.
For you folks at home, cutting your Tostinos is not quite the same as this.
No, you gotta
This
have
is
an
real
actual
pizza.
sharp
Yeah.
pizza cutter.
This is
too.
not a butter knife cutting.
And then we get a.
She does this so quickly, too. It's like second nature to
Well,
her.
when you keep doing it, all that you kind of gotta be quick because people don't want to wait too long for their food.
And there you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, you only get this pizza one place. Where's that at?
DeMaras, 441.
Better come down and get it. All right, Laura. This is crazy. Look at the food. Look at this pizza. Of course, I helped make this pizza, so if you guys can see it, check that out. I take all credit for this. I don't think
You
food
did a
will
wonderful
help.
job. I'd hire you.
See, now that is the seal of approval I was looking for. If this FTC Now thing doesn't work out, I'm a pizza maker.
Well, you get all the employees when they're here get to eat for free. So you know, you look like the rest of us.
I really do want to convert. This is not a DiGiorno pizza at all, is it? I mean,
no.
this.
No, we make our own. We make our own crust. We use crushed tomatoes to make the sauce. Everything
The sauce smells incredible. When she first started laying the sauce on the pizza bread, I mean, it's an aroma that you can't possibly convey through TV. I
No.
wish there was smell-o-vision. You guys would definitely sense it then. Now tell us what else we've got around the table.
We have our Mediterranean salad, which is all our salads come with lettuce, tomato, and onion, and this has got grilled chicken, feta cheese, black olives, and pepper rings.
Fully loaded.
With our Italian dressing that we make here. This is our Godfather that's got the ham, bologna, salami, cheese, roast beef, turkey, pepperoni, lettuce, tomato, onions, and our Italian dressing is on this. All our salads have that on there.
And the FTC guys love
Love
this.
this.
There's
Yeah,
a crew
they
of
order
FTC
this.
guys that come here for this all the time. They know who I'm talking about.
And all our cupcakes are filled. This is our chocolate orange cupcake. It's filled with like orange. It tastes a little like orange sherbet.
When you
inside.
say filling, there's actual filling in each
here.
one
Yes,
of these.
we can actually cut one of those open and you can look at it if you like.
Sure,
We got-
sure. I say let's go ahead and do that right now with this orange sherbet, right?
Yep. You just
And let the pro at this.
we'll open it up.
Move that out your way there.
The problem with this is
That is a thick cupcake, guys. This is look at that. That is real filling in there.
yep.
You don't get that really anywhere else. That's got real sherbet.
Well, I made it. It tastes like sherbet, but it's made with cream. All my desserts are cream based, except for, well, this has got a ganache. This is a chocolate truffle cake, and it's got 6 layers of cake and then ganache in between each filling, with a ganache chocolate icing on it. All of the desserts come with something in them. We have a Reese's. One that has a Reese's cup in the middle of it. You know, everything has a little surprise when you bite into it. And this is probably our most expensive cake. This goes for like $25. And this is our banana split cake, which you can see right here. It's got fresh strawberries, pineapple, and bananas, and chocolate cake, and vanilla cake, and drizzle.
If
What
you
you
want
would
to
get in
see
banana split.
the time and energy the Lord puts into these things, look at this cake. That should tell you right there, this is not your average cake.
No, it's not. It's not. And everything is fresh cream we make here. It's not store-bought cream or anything like that. Well, we don't. We
Yeah.
don't have a cow out back, but it's high in butter fat, and we do it ourselves. And we mix and make mousse for cakes, and we make the ganache ourselves. We make everything ourselves.
They do everything. Literally, if you guys didn't notice with the pizza, I mean, even the pizza sauce you guys do yourselves.
We do ourselves, yes.
Which is almost unheard of. You know, it's kind of taken for granted in a lot of places. And the one thing I really like about DeMaras is the family atmosphere. You all know each other.
Yes, we have a girl here, Lisa. I babysat her when she was 4 years old. So, and as she grew up, she babysat my child. So there is a lot of history here with a lot of people that are still with us. I have the girl that works and runs the nights been here since 1991.
Wow.
So it's family. It's family. They become family.
It is.
They do.
You know what, Lord? Tell everybody where they can come to eat. Give them your address, tell them the phone number, while I try out this super huge slice of pizza.
Address was 2070 Peach Orchard Road in Sumter, and phone number is 803-499-4741.
That's a good pizza. You guys don't want to miss out on it. Come down here to DeMaras. Try it out for yourself. Don't take my word for it. I can't do it justice.
We'll be here.
She'll be here. I'll probably be here. You guys check it out and stay tuned. It's a me, Marchio. Welcome to the local flavor. That's a horrible Italian accent. Let me start back over and I'll do it exactly the same way though. Okay.